Everybody welcome there. Bring more than one friend. Everybody just come on in. Just come on over. Come on over to your auntie house. I say, come on over. Come on over. Come on over. Come, run around. Let's all go to auntie house. Let's go to auntie house. I say, come on over. Come on over. How y'all do? How y'all feel? Y'all come on in here so we can talk about it. That's auntie house. Come on, children. Come on over. 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 Come on over to your auntie house. I say, come on. I say, come on in there. Bring some happiness. Bring some laughter. Bring some friends. Most of all, just bring your friends. I say, come on over. Come on over to your auntie house. I say, come on over to your auntie house. I say, come on in here. I say, get on in here. We gon' ride around on this bus. We gon' discuss some of this old stuff. I say, come on over to your auntie house. I say, come on over to auntie house. I say, come on in here. Come on in here. Bring that laughter, bring that grin. And make sure you bring your friends. I say, come on over to your auntie house. Come on over to your auntie house. I say, everybody welcome in. Everybody welcome in. Bring more than one friend. Everybody just come on in. Just come on over. Come on over to your auntie house. I say, come on over. Come on over. It's okay. Come on over. It's alright. Come. Auntie house tonight. Let's all go to auntie house. Let's go to auntie house. I say, come on over. Come on over. How y'all do? How y'all feel? Y'all come on in here so we can talk about it. That's auntie house. Come on, children. Come on over. 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 Come on over to your auntie house. I say, come on. I say, come on in here. Bring some happiness. Bring some laughter. Bring some friends. Most of all, just bring your friends. I say, come on over. Come on over to your auntie house. I say, come on over to your auntie house. I say, come on in here. I say, get on in here. on over. Come on over. Come, run around. Let's all go to Auntie House. Let's go to Auntie House. I say, come on over. Come on over. How y'all do? How y'all feel? Y'all come on in here so we can talk about it. That's Auntie House. Let's run this back one more again. Good morning, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. Woo, I'm telling y'all. Woo, Auntie had a busy night. Yes, I did. But that's all right. I can hang. I told y'all Auntie can hang, girl. What you talking about? Auntie can hang, baby. Come on over. I always been a hang. Come on over. 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 Come on over to your auntie house. I say, come on. I say, come on in there. Bring some happiness. Bring some laughter. Bring some friends. Most of all, just bring your friends. I say, come on over. How y'all be? Happy Thursday! I hope everybody's well. Yeah. We're gonna start some of this old stuff. I said, come on over to your auntie house. I said, come on over to auntie house. I said, come on in here. How everybody be this morning? Happy Thursday! Bring that friend. Make sure you bring your friends and say, come on over to your auntie house. Come on over to your auntie house. I say, everybody welcome in. Everybody welcome in. Bring more than one friend. Everybody just come on in. Just come on over. Come on over to your auntie house. I say, come on over. Come on over. Come on over. Come, run around. Let's all go to Auntie House. Let's go to Auntie House. I say, come on over. Come on over. How y'all do? How y'all feel? Y'all come on in here so we can talk about it. It's Auntie House. All right. How everybody be this morning? On this beautiful Thursday morning that God created. Lord, I just want to come out here and thank you this morning, Father, for waking me and my auntie, baby Boogies up this morning. Bush babies all over the land, all over the world, Jesus. Covering up in your blood, wrapping your arms around us, protecting our family. As we go through this life, because, Lord Jesus, so much is happening out there. And I just want to come out here and say, I love you this morning, Jesus. I love you for having so much mercy on me and my auntie, baby Boogies and people. You know, no matter what we do, Jesus, they don't understand that you're an unlimited God. Ooh, hallelujah. They don't understand that you're unlimited. You know, they don't know the power of you. They don't understand you, Jesus. But I carry you with me each and every day of my life. I don't know what you come to do, but I come to serve and love God to eternity. I just want to thank you, Jesus. I just can't say nothing but thank you, Jesus. Thank you for having mercy on me. Lord Jesus, I just want to tell everybody this morning, keep your faith, and always always pray. Always pray. Don't ever have a doubt in your mind. Don't never think that God looking at you, that he don't love you because you said this, you did this. That's what people want you to think, but that's not God. That's people. See, people, y'all can't be God. And see, that's the problem. You want God to be hateful and judgmental like you. See, that's not God. That's you, sugar. Trying to put God in this mess. God don't deal with mess, baby. nothing but mess. But I just want to come out here and tell you that I love you this morning, Jesus. On this beautiful Thursday, the day that you created. Amen. How y'all be? How everybody be this morning? Ooh, Auntie had her a couple cocktails last night, honey. Oh, goodness. Alcohol is a terrible thing. Woo, I'm telling you, alcohol is a terrible thing. Be cautious how you doing. Because I'm telling y'all, I'm going to come out here and speak to my babies this morning. Ooh, but Auntie her though, I told y'all I was going to be here. I remember many nights I used to hit the club and had to go to work. Ooh, have y'all ever been like that when you was younger? Knowing your ass got to go to work the next day, girlfriend told me, come on girl, come go out to the club with me. Come through a weekday now. You know you got to be to work 7 o'clock in the morning. But you gonna take your ass out anyway. Then you be on the job talking, I ain't gonna never do it no more. I ain't gonna never do it no more. Then you find yourself doing it again and again and again. All the time. Go out there and get drunk with your girlfriend. No, you gotta have your ass to work. And you be on the job, but you make it through though. You make it through. I know I did. Ooh, my goodness, my gracious. See how the light is in here. I guess y'all probably wondering about who that lady behind y'all. You know, I have to look back on my life. Y'all probably wondering who the hell that is. Who Auntie got up here now? Well, let me speak to y'all. Who the hell that is? Who that is? Who is that? Y'all know who that is. I mean, a lot don't change, but y'all know who that is right there. Y'all see Auntie with that gold in her mouth, baby. Y'all see Auntie gold. Woo, y'all see that gold in my mouth. Auntie wasn't nothing but the shit, girl. I told y'all, Miss Loretta, I always been that girl. Didn't I tell y'all I always been that girl? I ain't get like this yesterday and today. Miss Lo always been that girl. See, that's what they don't understand. They think they know me, but they don't. I always been that girl, sugar. And I always will be that girl. Ain't no fake phony nothing about me. Because I don't came to an app, honey. I've been like this before I got on this app. Always been that girl. And always will be that girl. Let me see. Hey, good morning, Dr. J. How you be, sugar? How you be? Hey, Reba. How you doing, sugar? Y'all giving each other some love. Love it. Hey, Pink Panther. Good morning. How you be, sugar? Mina. How you be? Mina. Pink Panther. Morning. Hey, Monko, how you doing, sugar? Monko was over there. You was out there last night, too. Yeah, we was underneath the tree last night. Yes, honey. Auntie was underneath the tree. Yes, I was, honey. I'm telling you. Good morning. Hey, Mary. Good morning, Auntie and chat on the way to work, girl. Like I say, go make that dough for sure. You know you're right. You got to make the dough for sure now. Gotta pay the bills. Ooh, good morning, Auntie. Hey, Pinky. How you doing, my love? Good morning, Auntie Boogie Woogie. Is listening but working. All right, baby, make that dough for sure, because you know that's our motto over here. Good morning, Loretta chat. On my way to work driving. Okay, be safe out there. Make the dough for sure, sugar. I sure couldn't hang last night. I fell asleep early on y'all. Yeah, I had to take my ass to sleep. I said, if I go another minute, I ain't coming. I ain't coming. I say, Auntie gotta go. You know, that's what that tree would take you there. Hey, blessed babies, how you doing? Top of the morning. I told her, I said, y'all gotta be to work in the morning. Y'all go ahead on and go on home now. I said, take your asses home now, because you know you dealing with Auntie. Auntie can hang no matter what. I'm gonna do my thing, baby. I be hanging. The hell you coming from? Auntie be hanging, baby. I'm telling you, I know how to do my thing. I be hanging. See, this body used to that. Queen of Cups, how you doing? Giving all y'all some love this morning. Happy terrific Thursday. Yes, girl. Thirsty Thursday. Amen. Starting your day with Jesus can never go wrong, Mom. Cause that's my medication. I have me a big dose of Jesus every day. But I get up every morning. Jesus is the first medication Miss Loretta take. You know, I don't care nothing about all that other ish. But Jesus is my medication every morning. That ain't nothing like look at the damn devil. Y'all can hear me. Just come and just interfering all in the chat. Just, the devil get mad when you love Jesus. Y'all have a good day and safe family. Amen. You too, sugar. Yeah, y'all get the lights up. Yeah, I used to club on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. My mama used to make my ass go to school, girl. That's a bad feeling when you don't went and party and got to be to work at 7 in the morning. That's but we made it though, because we was the champ. See, these young people, they can't do that shit. They don't understand our bodies. Our bodies different from theirs. And my grandson used to tell me, I ain't never seen somebody so old can stay up all night and still get up and go. I said, if you would have trained that little body of yours, I said, you just don't know. This old body done been everywhere. Especially when I was out there hustling in the goddamn streets, y'all. See, this picture right here, this when Auntie was out there, I was the queen then. I was hustling. That's why you see that little raggedy piece of gold in my mouth. Y'all see that little raggedy piece of gold right there? Y'all see it? I remember them days. Don't talk about staying out all night on a Saturday having to be in church. Ooh, church too, girl. You be in church hangover. You falling asleep. The pastor preaching, you falling asleep. And those old sisters be looking at you. They give you that eye. You better straighten your A up in the house of God. Saturday morning still smell. Ooh, be smelling like alcohol. My God. You be lit up in church and smelling like you don't fell in a damn liquor barrel. My mama used to say, girl, you out here smelling like you don't fell in a barrel of liquor. Because when people don't drink, they can smell that alcohol on you real bad. Oh, good morning. Hey, go get her. How you doing? I'm going to tell you, I dated this guy one time. And that's the fucker who tore up my house. Ooh, and then he came along and paid me $600 to go to the state attorney to drop the charges. I said, okay, hey, let me finish speaking to y'all. Simple Bark, how you doing this morning, sugar? Queen of Cups say good morning to all that is coming in. Smash, thank you, Queen of Cups. Monco being underneath that tree brought back memories. We used to keep that tree hot at least once a week. Yeah. Hey, Deborah Ray, good morning, everyone. I'm here in chat. Let's have a terrific Thursday. I know that's right, because we woke up this morning, baby. We gonna have one, too. We already having one. Shit, we living. I wouldn't dare do that shit now. Oh, hell, hey, girl, no. Not take away from my beauty sleep. Keep doing the big one, Monco. Queen of Cups say under the tree definitely brought back memories, Monco, yeah. Yeah, Auntie used to be out there trying to make her a few dollars, and people around here talking about right now slanging dough. Ooh, why the hell you up watching me? That's the part about it. And I started calling, let's go hang under the tree. Shit, I'm out there trying to get it. Are you kidding me? Nicole, how you doing, sugar? That's why people be all in your damn business on this app and don't know nothing. Nothing do they know. Auntie had the bitches nosy about her being underneath that damn tree. Yeah. I been made videos about that girl underneath that tree. I don't watch those damn people, but people brought it to me. They be hating like hell because they be talking about Miss Loretta and I don't watch them. They be hating that. Thank you, Pinky. I appreciate you. Looking fabulous and flawless with your weight loss. May God continue. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, they get mad because Miss Loretta dropped weight. Yeah, they say all kind of cool things about me because I lost weight. I don't give a damn. I'm just smiling and drinking my coffee, reading all the love everyone is sharing. Yes, that one thing I say about my auntie Baby Boogie Woogies, we love. This is a love channel over here. You don't see no commotion and fighting and stuff over here. Not in this chat. You were slanging. That's your business. Girl, when I was slanging, I damn sure wasn't underneath no tree. Because I'm going to tell you about me, I dropped the shit off and kept riding. I didn't sell dimes and 20s. You know what I'm saying? Miss Loretta sold pipes. I ain't got time for a dime and 20, goddamn. I ain't selling no dime and 20 to nobody. If I sell you a dime and 20, you close to me. Because I didn't do number. Back there in my day, I ain't sell number packages. I was the one who went and dropped your shit off, or you can get out there and sell dimes and 20. Keep doing what you're doing, young lady. Thank you, Nicole, and thank you for the blessing. I appreciate you so much, sugar. And you know, and that's the problem. They be hating on my life. You know, this is the real Loretta. Ain't no imitation. I'm still the same way at 65 because it ain't no damn law that say that I can't keep living my life and being myself. I can't be nobody but Miss Loretta. I'm not, don't try to compare me with your other people in your family. My mother would never. And some of the shit your mama do, I probably would never neither. I ain't trying to sit home and die and wait for glory to come and get me when all this stuff on this earth that I can live and laugh and have me some damn fun. Now, your mama probably wouldn't wear no blonde hair. She probably wouldn't do a lot of things Miss Loretta do. That's your mama. And I'm me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to enjoy life. But like this, you know, I wanted to put this picture out because this is the life that Miss Loretta lived. I lived a lot of different life. And one thing about it, you ain't never see me tyking. I always looked good everywhere I fucking went. And I got that reputation at the age of 65 because that's what people know me for, dressing, always looking nice. And I was a big girl. I was a big girl, but one thing about we big heifers, we look good. When we walk in the room, we everybody heads turn because ain't nothing like a big fine woman. Ain't nothing like a big old beautiful fine woman, baby, that got herself well put together from head to toe. A little woman, and I love my little friends, but all my girlfriends they petite women, they small women. And you know, when I used to try to be friends with the fat girls, they didn't want to be my friend. That's why all my closest my friends, besides the one who passed, Shirley. Now, me and Shirley was about the same size. That I told her, I said, girl, you the first real fat friend I ever had. She said, what? I said, because all the other fat women, they don't like me. I don't know why they didn't like me. I don't know why they didn't like me. Here, this new generation have shit twisted, thinking that you reach a certain age. Exactly. And they want me to be like mama. You know, mama sitting up there with her knee, girl. Good morning. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, I'm just sitting here today. I'm going to get in here and mop my floors and do some stuff around the house. Then I'm going to get right here and knit my thing. I'm making my quilt. That's not me. That's not me. And Miss Loretta feel like I be trying to get my A up out the house. I be trying to do something active, you know, where I can get exercise and, you know, just get out. Just have a good day. If I want to hang around in the house, I'll hang around in the house. But other than that, I'm an outdoor person. I tell y'all that all the time. I'm an outside person. I will walk out this house and hang on my porch. That's why I got all those things out there spinning. Ooh, I got a yard full of spinning stuff. They be spinning round and round. Sit right there. Enjoy how they just be spinning around. How you doing, D-Reaction? How you doing, Sugar? I apologize. I was talking to my nurse, y'all. You okay, Reba? Girl, you home. We don't pay that kind of stuff no attention. I don't know, Auntie don't pay that kind of stuff no attention. This family over here, hell, we at home. We don't give a damn. You can scratch your ass over here. We don't care. Pass, gas, everything all on it. We don't care. Woo, we just riding around discussing stuff. The new generation is moving too fast. They better pray that they live long enough to see how we got there. They don't know nothing. I be telling them, tell no fuckers, y'all don't know nothing. Y'all can't compete against this 60-some-year-old woman. Then when you come from it, a lot of times I ignore y'all. But when I come and put that real ass whooping on them, ooh, they be in their feelings for life. What you in your feelings for? Then you mess with me first? Then you mess with me first. That's why you don't mess with every old woman, because you don't know how they gonna come for you. Because, honey, when I come for y'all, I act like just like one of y'all. I'm telling you. Because I keep telling y'all luxury low still live inside of me. Leave me alone now. Go ahead on. I always kept to myself and still do. Keep doing your bitch shit, auntie. Thank you. I'm a keep self person too. You know, like I say, the friends that I got, I've been had these friends for over 40, 50 years. You know what I'm saying? At least 30. Hey, thank you, Linda, for the blessing. I appreciate you so much, Lord. Brenda, good morning. Miss Loretta, everybody in the chat. Hey, Sheila, how you be? Sugar, how you be? Yeah, hey, Kayla, how you doing, Sugar? Round and round, yeah, Brenda, good morning, good morning, good morning. Making sure I speak to everybody. We really don't care. We are definitely family over here. Yeah, you can relax over here. You can take off your shoes, do what the hell you want to do. Like I say, scratch your ass, get glad. You know what I'm saying? This auntie house, you know, we don't judge over here. We hug. We don't judge, we hug. But yeah, this guy that I was dating one time, you know, his ass, this little fucker tore up my house. Miss Loretta had some men in her life, I'm telling you. This little fucker, I don't know what I did to him. He tore up my house, y'all. And he tore it up on Christmas Eve. I'll never forget that shit in my life. This dude was crazy. That's the one who choked me out. This man choked me out so bad, y'all. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. This man, he called himself Maurice, but his name ain't Maurice, so that wasn't even his real name, girl. That wasn't even his real name. And he was biracial. That's why I don't trust no biracial men. That's why I be saying, those biracial children, ooh, I love y'all, but some of y'all messed up. Some of y'all messed up. You know, y'all done been rejected so many times by the white, the black. And he was a handsome little fella, too. He was handsome, you know. All my little girlfriends talking about, ooh, what auntie got over there? Child, where you met him at, auntie? You know, I met him at the bar, of course. And we was trying to, you know, we was seeing each other and stuff like that. But, you know, I wasn't looking for it to go nowhere. You know, it was just one of those relationships that you just, you know, just having a little fun with. You ain't trying to go nowhere, you know. But, you know, he used to be to my house all the time. Lord, auntie was playing with a real live cream. He did. I won't go, you crazy. Ooh, you crazy. So, honey, we got together and stuff like that. And it was cool. And then this little young girl, she used to walk around in the neighborhood. She had some kind of crush on. I looked up one day, the little girl had them cuss Miss Loretta out, talking about, I will F you, man. I say, who? You gonna do what? This little girl was about 12 years old. Her mama couldn't do nothing with her. You know, they had them put her in and out the homes and stuff. Oh, that fine, a man don't want you. I will take your man. I say, baby, if you take my man, I'm not woman enough to keep him. That's exactly what I had told. But see, I didn't know I had a damn fool. This man was crazy. What that happened that night? I had went to my cousin's house and my girlfriend had called me and said, Loretta, you want to hang out tonight? You know. I said, yeah, I can hang out. He talking about, where you going? You ain't my fucking daddy. I said, I'm going out. You going out? I say, yes, I'm going out. Oh no, you ain't. You ain't going out. He started around there with my cousin because I was already mad at him because the dude choked me out, y'all. That dude choked me out. And I'm telling you, y'all, I had left this world. I'm gonna tell y'all something. That man put his hands around my throat and I gave up. Only thing I remember, I say, oh Lord Jesus, in my mind, because I couldn't talk. I say, Lord Jesus, this man is killing me. Killing me, Father. I'm finna die. I'm finna leave my children. And my mama always told us, pray. 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 I'm so glad Annie Mae always told us to pray and call out to Jesus. And in my mind, I just went to repeat the 23rd Psalm. The Lord is my shepherd. And I said, Jesus, I don't want to die. And I felt the life leaving out of me. Because this dude he had his hands around my neck and he had done choke me out. And I could remember him hitting me real hard, talking about, Loretta, 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 oh my God. What that? Loretta, Loretta. And when I woke up, I was scared. I was scared of him. I was scared of him. I was shaking. I said, no, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I mean it. Don't touch me. Oh, baby, I'm so sorry. Baby, I'm so sorry. Baby, you need some water. I said, don't touch me. Get away from me. Get away from me. I was trying to get away from him. This dude is crazy. So he started following me around, and I was over to my cousin's house. They say, so-and-so out there, Loretta. I say, who out there? I said, I don't want to be around that man. He came, and I left. I left right out the house. But the thing is, when I left, I didn't go home. He went to my house. I guess, I don't know, he broke in. I don't know how he got in the house or whatever. And when one of my girlfriends had called me, she said, Loretta, she called my friend's house. Because during that time, I don't think we had cell phones then. No, she called my friend's house. She said, girl, that man over there tearing up your house. I said, who tearing up my house? She said, girl, he over there tearing up your house. The Christmas tree out there in the yard. I said, the Christmas tree in the yard? She said, Loretta, you better get here. You better call the police. You better get her fast. So I sent the police over there first to get his ass. But the police say he had left. Police say he gone. We can't find him, ma'am. We can't find him. But are you going to be staying here tonight? I say, no, I'm coming over there to get some clothes and stuff, but I'm not going to stay there. So when I got, and my girlfriend, she got her piece. You know, she didn't play. She said, okay. She copped it. She said, let's go get your shit. And after this Negro over here, I'm going to put one in his ass. I said, what, girl? She said, I'm going to put one in his ass. I'm going to do that for you, Lo. He don't talk. Girl, when I went to my house, I ain't going to tell y'all no lie, y'all. When Auntie walked up in that goddamn house, that house was tore up. This stupid fucker had put bleach all on the furniture. He put water inside the TVs. He broke up every fucking thing. Oh my God. I couldn't do nothing but cry. I couldn't do nothing but fucking cry when I looked at my house. I say, what the hell? I ain't never went through no shit like that in my life. Yeah, and he had destroyed it. Destroyed everything. The Christmas tree was out there in the yard. My baby game. I had bought my baby, I don't forget what those games called. One of those, like a PlayStation or something kind of game. And I'll read y'all comments in a minute. And I had bought him, all that was out there in the yard, girl. All that stuff. Then he came when we was putting my clothes in the car. Then he came out of nowhere. And when he turned that goddamn corner, my girlfriend said, click, click. Oh, that was a bad beat. I didn't know she was that. You know, she went to school to, to learn how to use a gun. She went training and stuff. He turned that corner. She put that goddamn, she said, click, click. She said, take another step and I'm going to blow your ass away. That stupid fucker wasn't that crazy. He turned around and went to fucking running. I said, oh my God. She said, Lo, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. I said, girl, how could I not worry about it? I said, this man done tore up my whole house. He done ruined my damn Christmas. Well, he ruined my Christmas. He tore up my house. But that's why I said you always have your side one. Because good old Miami, good old Miami. What's going on, baby? Here he come calling. What's going on? I heard that little yellow motherfucker tore up your house because he used to call the man a yellow motherfucker. I can't stand that yellow motherfucker. Because Miami was dark skin. You know, dark skin, black, chocolate, and handsome. He said, I heard that little yellow motherfucker don't tore up my goddamn house over there. I say, this ain't your damn. I'm on my way over there right now. I say, okay, you coming. You can come on. And it took Miami cleaned the whole goddamn house. He went out there and dried the TVs out there in the sun and everything. But that little fucker was crazy as hell, y'all. And I'm going to tell you the twist of this story that I know God is good. Because what I seen last year, I couldn't believe it. This fucker was on Fatal Attraction. Fatal Attraction with his real name. Because I knew his real name. And he still had the mole in his face, but he had done got a little older. So anyway, the moral to this story, he tore up my house and all this. And he when he got his little taxes, because he had to go to court for it. He got his little taxes and he bribed me. He said, I'll pay you $600 if you drop the charges. Because, you know, during that time, I had done cooled off a little bit, but I ain't want nothing to do with him no more because I knew the bitch was crazy. He was with some other girl. I said, she don't know who the hell she with. She'll find out. He was with some other girl. So I said, okay, you know, I'm drunk as hell. I dropped the charges. Bring me the $600. So he dropped the $600 to me, and I got my brother. I said, come drive me to the courthouse where I can drop the charges. I'm sitting there. The state attorney come out. She said, you sure you want to drop these charges? I said, yes, I want to drop these charges. I say, I ain't mad at him. I just want to let it go. You know, let it go. She said, are you sure, ma'am? She said, you know, you're not under influence of drugs or alcohol. I say, no, ma'am. She said, ma'am, you're lying. I say, what you talking about? I can smell the alcohol clean up. Ooh, she said, I can smell that damn alcohol clean over here, ma'am. You under the influence of alcohol. I said, no, I'm not. I told you, I don't know what you smelling, but I'm not drinking. She said, okay, I'm going to do it this time. But you know I can deny this because you are, she said, you want me to give you a, I said, ma'am, you ain't got to do all of this. I just want to sign this and get this man up out my life. Do you understand? She said, well, this time I'm going to give you a warning. Don't never come nowhere under the influence of alcohol because you smell like alcohol, ma'am. You smell, that's what the state attorney told me. Said I can smell the alcohol. And I had been up all night drinking. I ain't going to tell you no lie. I ain't going to tell you no lie. But like I was saying, God is good. That had been some years ago. Then he called himself, he had got married, had done married some old woman. You know, we seen her at the bar one night. She come fucking with me. Ooh, around here showing a little ring and stuff. Ooh, I won. I said, I don't know what the hell you won. Let me tell you what he did to this crazy hoe. She used to go to work at night. And he used to call me. He used to call me all the time. He said, baby, I don't understand these children. Her children weird. I said, what? It was a boy and a girl. He said, the little girl, she's so fast. She's so fast. And the little boy act like he gay. I said, why you sitting up there talking about that woman's children? You know, because I got children myself. My kids, they didn't like them. But, you know, I question my kids. They say, you know, I asked them about if he ever did. And they say, no, ma'am, no, ma'am. Both of them told me that. You know, but he wasn't around my kids like that anyway. Because, like I say, my children used to be in Days City or down there on the corner to my sister's house because Auntie was living her life. I ain't going to tell you no lie. My sister had them. If Days City didn't have them, they was down there with sis. You know what I'm saying? Especially because the kind of guys that I was dating back then and there, I didn't want them around my damn children. See, I had enough sense. I ain't like y'all. I don't put everybody over my babies. I leave them somewhere else. And so he used to call me all the time. All the time, this dude telling me, I said, why this man keep talking about this woman children? And now you say, man, I ain't got time. I ain't got time for that. I mean, you keep want to call me, talk about the children and stuff like that. But I ain't gonna tell you, that's another part how I stole it. He dropped his damn wallet, and Miss Loretta picked that bitch up and put it in her bra and kept it. But that's another part. I'll tell you about this part right here, honey. This man used to call all the time. I said, why you keep talking about the children? Man, I can't stand these little children. I can't stand these little children. I can't stand her son and her daughter. Her son act like he gonna be gay, and that little girl so fast. I say, why? Why you keep talking about him? I say, ain't you supposed to be the stepdaddy? You married him. Girl, come to find out, that fucker was molesting her goddamn children. He was molesting the kids, y'all. He had the little boy to give him oral. He was having sex with the little girl. Went to prison for it. Went to fucking prison for it. I say, God is so good. I say, now all that bragging, how she harassed me, then I seen the hoe at another club. She was standing out there crying. You heard about what he... I say, girl, I heard. I beat the shit out of him. I say, you beat the shit out of him. I say, Wilson would have had his ass. Mr. Wilson, the funeral home. The funeral home people. I said, girl, I ain't got time to beat no ass. I would have took his ass out. If he had touched one of my goddamn children, y'all beat him up. Beat him up. Beat him up wasn't good enough for that fucker. I said, y'all should have been burying that bitch. Talking about beat him up. Yeah, me and my sister beat him up real bad. I say, girl, beat him up. So he can do that to a child again. I say, Mr. Wilson would have had his ass. Oh, she wanted to be my friend then. But all along, you thought you had won a prize. You were bragging all in my face, saying that you won someone to touch your damn children. I used to wonder all the time why this man always talked about those children. Because he was touching them. He was touching them, and he went to prison for it. And we never seen him no more. I didn't see him no more till about 2 years ago. This ain't no lie. I was looking at Fatal Attraction. He made it on Fatal Attraction, y'all. I guess y'all say, damn, auntie. What kind of man is you? I don't know, girl. Everything pretty. Leave it right out there. Auntie gonna tell you some good stuff. If it's too goddamn pretty, leave their pretty ass right on out there. Because they probably got some damn problems. And I say, when they said his real name, and he liked big women. You know, he was attracted to big women. And the girl had went missing, but the girl used to, you know, she was what you call it, a prostitute, a escort service. I don't, you know what it is, the women that go with men for money. And she had been dealing with him. And I think she had been dealing with him, and she was like a heavy-set girl. And that's how she made money, you know, underneath the table, because she was an escort, or whatever they call it. Yeah, escort. Thank you, Kay, for it. Escort, you know, and that's how she made, you know, and she was dealing with him. And guess how he killed her, y'all? Choked her out. Choked her out. I say, Lord Jesus, that could have been me. That was me. That was me, but you spared me, God. And I called my girlfriend. I said, girl, guess who I just seen on Fatal Attraction? She said, who, Lo? I say, so-and-so. So-and-so. He was on Fatal Attraction. He choked the woman out. I told you that little nigga was crazy. Handsome, pretty, crazy. A lot of women in Tampa had an affair with that damn boy. You know, because like I say, he liked the thick women. He liked the big women. And this woman, she was big on Fatal Attraction, and he choked her out. Choked out. I say, oh my God, you going right on back. Because he hadn't so long got out the chain gang. Because he couldn't come back to Florida. So he went back to New York. And I remember him saying that his mama lived in New York. His mama was a white woman and his daddy was black. He was here in Florida with his daddy. His daddy was trying to take care of him, but they say he went through a lot of stuff. His sister told me, say, he had been getting, and I don't know why people, most of those biracial kids, they get touched more than black kids. I guess because they be so pretty and when people touch them, they touch, this ain't no lie. The biracial kids, somebody always trying to mess with those biracial children. And by every biracial person you know as an adult, they will tell you, most of them will tell you that they was touched as a child. This is real. And it's sad, but it just, I don't know why. And they say his daddy used to leave him with all kind of people. So, you know, he had an effed up life. And one time he was walking around preaching, and he knew Jesus because me and him went to church together. That little fella caught the Holy Ghost. He was shouting all over the church. He was shouting all over the church, speaking in tongues. During that time, Auntie hadn't caught the Holy Ghost. I mean, he was shouting up a stone in church, speaking in tongues, sliding all over the church house. I say, yeah, they say, that dude say, yeah, he used to walk around, say he was saved one time, Miss Loretta. I say he was saved, yeah, I say he was saved. He would walk with his Bible, and he would tell people, you know, you need to get saved, you need to get right with God. I said, boy, those damn demons must have got in his ass real, real bad. Because come to find out his name wasn't even Maurice. His name was something else. But I knew his real name. But he told all the women his name was Maurice. I don't even know if the woman who married his ass knew his real name. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he choked the woman. He ended up killing the damn woman. That's why you have to be careful. You know, God don't spare my life so many times. And that's why I can't do nothing. Just thanks God I just had a praying mother. I like your girlfriend, Praxis. The two, oh yeah, she didn't play, honey. She did not play. She's 70, almost 80 years old now. She was an older woman. You know, I like hanging with older women when I was young. That's why I learned so much. But you still here, Miss Loretta. Thanks God, because I mean, I seen, child, I don't see my death and my funeral so many times in visions when I don't got into stuff. At least a couple times. Auntie had them $600. Yeah, got back there in the day, you know, $600. That was a little change for you can go F up. I don't think after you that drink was necessary. Yeah. Me and my girlfriends have been up all night drinking and doing everything else. These young people need to listen to Auntie's story. They are true life. Yeah, these are true stories. These ain't nothing that I made up. And I left out a lot of stuff because, you know, I don't got older. But, yeah, that man was crazy as hell. Auntie, them be the main ones being the, God had you protected. Yes, he did. And he did her dirty. Yeah, I mean, she thought she had won the prize. Bragging on how they got married. Honey, please, that man was still coming over there doing me. Woo, doing me. He was still doing me, y'all. He sure was. After he got married. That's why I'm saying, child, that's why I don't know why the F I got married, because I knew how they do anyway. Yeah, I said, you child, please. And that's when he dropped that damn wallet in the yard, and I scooped that fucker right on there. He told me, baby, you seen my wallet? I said, boy, I ain't seen no wallet. What you talking about? I lost my wallet. I said, well, let's go back. I was helping him look for his wallet and had it in my titty. I said to myself, all the shit you done did to me, you ain't getting this damn wallet. Because damn sure had the money in it. I forgot how much money. He had some money in that fucker too. Throw that shit in the garbage can and kept that money. I believe in my heart you got my wallet. I say, boy, you know I wouldn't do that to you. What the hell you talking about? I say, if I had the money, I'd give it back to you. I say, you know I wouldn't do that to you. You know I ain't that type of person. You know I don't been good to you. Me and you are okay. I say, I was trying to help you. I believe you. I say, you know, son, I believe that dude got it from across the street. I said, because you remember he was standing out there, and he probably seen when you dropped it, and he just scooped it on up. Woo, I know Auntie ain't shit. Woo! But I had to come up with something, y'all. If I don't get that damn water, you don't fucking choke me out too, and you don't got married on me. You thought you gonna get that water back? Mm-mm. He was praising the wrong God. Yes, he was, honey. That little fella went through a lot, but I know he ain't getting out of prison this time. Good morning, Vicky. How you doing? That was a lot of bread, but yeah, back there, in the 90s, it sure was $600. Honey, you could party for 3 or 4 days off of that. And believe me, we did, honey. We partied for a good time. I tell you, the wallet was resting in between them. Yeah, girl, these old girls right here, honey. I said, boy, I ain't got your damn wallet. What the hell are you talking about? He said, you know, so I did see that nigga. I said, boy, don't go confront that damn man about nothing because we don't really know he got it, you know? Ooh, child, I'm telling you, honey. Oh, boy, tell me, you still ain't seen my wallet? No, I ain't seen it. Now, you keep calling me, I'm going to let your wife know. Oh, I thought me and you was all right. I say, no, we not. Bitch, that's why I believe you guys. Say you can believe all you want to. You keep calling me, I'm going to call your wife. Woo, baby. I say payday. Payday. Ooh, I say that was my goddamn blessing. You don't choke me the hell out and don't got married on me. And you think I'm going to find your wallet with money in it and give it to you? You better get your ass on down the road somewhere, baby. Mm-hmm. Auntie took that damn wallet money and went and re-up. Got me a big old package. Woo, yeah, me and my kids live about 2 years off that wallet. Because I kept flipping that goddamn money, flipping it. And one thing about it, Auntie know how to flip some goddamn money when it comes to that stuff right there. Yes, I do. I know how to flip some money. And I kept flipping that goddamn money, flipping that money. Yeah, we lived about a good 2 or 3 years off that. Woo, you know, it's ways to get people back after they don't did you wrong. Just hold on. You get a chance to get them back. Some kind of way you get their ass. When that wallet hit the ground and he didn't say, I scooped that fuck up so fast and stuck it in my titty. He didn't know how he had lost it till about an hour later. And that was a long time he went without that wallet, so he couldn't put it on nobody. Yeah, I paid him back. I couldn't pay him back, that man. But I see, the thing is, Queen, I had house insurance. And I got a check from the insurance company, and then I added in there, I say he stole all my jewelry. Oh, yeah, girl. They told, yeah, I said I had a couple diamond rings. He stole that. Ain't have shit. Insurance paid for all of that, but see, they don't give you that much on jewelry. For every piece of jewelry you have, they only give you $250. It could be worth $10,000. But the type of insurance I had, that's the only amount they pay for any kind of gold. So y'all carry some good house insurance. Mm-hmm. So big difference from this picture yesterday. It's a big difference from the picture yesterday, but I'm still that girl. I'm older now. This picture right here, Miss Loretta don't have 2 children. Got gold in my mouth. That's right. Lose first, get that money, then you get that power. Exactly. You know, that man, he was sick. You know, he was going with some of everybody. If that little girl would have had a chance, she probably got a chance to be with him. You know, went over there and messed with that damn children. And always calling me. And I say, that's so damn strange. Why a grown-ass man keep talking about little bitty children? About how the children. He called me 2 and 3 in the morning because the woman used to work at night. She was a nurse. She had a good job. And I thought they would have had a good future, but he was around there having fun with her fucking children. Yes, goodness, y'all. I mean, those men's in Tampa, Florida, they something else, honey. They damn sure live. And when you go out like that in Tampa, you meet all kind of characters. It's all kind of characters. Like I had a girlfriend, she had don't been around. I said, girl, when we go out, one, if you don't have one, kick my leg. Man, my goddamn leg was sore. I said, you don't have him too? She used to sit up there laughing, yellow. I said, because I don't want nothing you don't have. And that's why I end up with different type of men. That's why I end up dating Maurice, the red guy, because I really don't like red men like that. I'm not attracted to red, real red men. I'm not. I always like dark skinned men. It's like Miami. Miami was dark and chocolate. I'm not attracted to real red men like that. And I don't know why. But like I say, when we used to go out, me and her used to go out together a lot. And I didn't want to go behind none of my girlfriends because, Tampa is a big city. But those men's over there, they some hoes. That's why a lot of black women's over there, they don't have black men. They have like Jamaicans and Haitians and stuff like that because the black men's ain't worth shit in Tampa, Florida. We all know they ain't worth shit over there. That's why you have to get with your Jamaican. And some of them ain't worth shit neither because there's a lot of Jamaicans there. Hey, Ebony Locke. There's a lot of Jamaicans there, but most of the black men's in Tampa, you ain't finna find no good one there. You'll find you probably a good Jamaican or something like that who want to help you, but those men's in Tampa, most of them on powder and trying to sell dope, using more of the dope than they selling. It's a goddamn mess, I went through, the guys, I guess I just attract the wrong men. I just say I attract the wrong men, but that's the way it was when I was in Tampa. Every man that I dated, they was living with a woman. Every man you meet in Tampa, they gonna be living with a woman. And then, sometimes you never know. He going around because Tampa is just that big. Tampa's so big till they get a chance they can run with this one and they can run with that one. They can run with different men like that, But like I say, I really didn't meet nobody but when I moved to Tampa, I came with my kid's father. So I ended up breaking up with him. I growed up on his ass and then I ended up dating different guys. But like I say, Tampa is a big place and the men's is off the chain. Everybody was over there hustling. When I lived in Tampa, I was still hustling. Yeah, I was still hustling. That's why my kids, they so damn spoiled to this day because one thing about it, me and Pete the Meat Mama, Miss Carolyn, she was hustling, I was hustling, but she didn't know her husband had started smoking. Yes, Miss Carolyn, Pete the Meat Mama, he had started smoking. Now, he was a nice looking man too. Dwight was very nice. I don't know if he's still living because it's been some years ago. But he had started smoking and he used to come knock on my door, my bike running and stuff like that. And me and Miss Carolyn, both of us was making money. You know what I'm saying? She was making money. I was making money. And I had my little clientele and stuff, taking care of my kids and stuff like that. And, people didn't want to go out there to those damn jits and stuff. Those jits used to be all in the road. The jits made the dope game bad. You know what I'm saying? I heard them when the police used to be out there busting their ass, taking their ass to jail. They out there hollering my name. Those little motherfuckers out there hollering, Loretta over there. He said, the police said, I ain't got time for that. I said, what the hell you hollering my name for? They trying to tell the police they don't got the dope for me. Ooh, they trying to tell the police, this her dope. I sold it to you. You out there on the damn streets, not me. I would never be on no damn corner on the street selling no damn drugs. But I helped put that shit out there. I ain't gonna tell you no lie.
Because I had my Columbia friend, my Oye friend. You know, I had the Oyes then when I lived in Tampa. Me and the Oye, we was together for many, many years. You know, the Oye, you know, the Oyes and stuff, the Columbia boys, honey. Yes, honey. I used to be sitting up there with the big dogs. Damn sure did. And they loved the hell out of me, too. They really helped, took care of me and my kids back there in the day. I ain't fool with black folks when it came to drugs. I always had the Oyes, you know, the big boys and stuff. And people know that about me. When people wanted big packages and stuff, they'll come to me because they know I could get it for them. Yes, I could get it for them. I used to deal with a lawyer. I used to deal with a doctor. I had good people in my life. I had just good people. And you know what I was doing was wrong, and I knew it was wrong, but they said in the last days, evil would turn into good. And you know, I used to pray. I say, Jesus, you know, if they would just give me a damn job, I wouldn't have to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, during that time, if you had went to prison for drugs, a lot of companies wouldn't hire you. Yeah, they wouldn't hire you. But they not like that no longer. I'm so glad they got rid of that law. So that's where I was having a hard time. My career, they took my license. I couldn't work with kids no more. That was out. When I caught that dope charge, I couldn't work with kids no more. And that shit broke my heart. And that's what kind of work I had been doing about all my life, working with kids. Because I had those drug charges. A lot of companies and stuff like the nursing home work, the kids work, you know, and stuff like that I had to fill in, they wouldn't hire me because that was on my record. But like I say, that's not like that now. And that's why, Miss Loretta, I had to hustle. I had to hustle. I really did. During that time, Burger King and McDonald's wouldn't hire you neither. But they will now because the laws have changed. Back there in the 90s, if you had a drug thing on your record, you couldn't barely find a fucking job. And that's why people kept hustling. But now they don't change all of that. If you got a drug charge now on your record, you can get a job just like that. But back there in the day, no, they didn't. And they realized that was making people continue to sell drugs because they had to get the money. Brown Sugar, good morning, happy Thursday. How you doing, Brown Sugar? And that's why. You're right, Auntie. Yeah, and that's why a lot of people didn't want to sell drugs in the 90s. But like I say, when we went to prison and came home, we ain't had no choice. And I never forget it. I went to several, because when I got out of prison, they gave me $600. Yeah, they gave me $600. I went there the first day to pick up the other two, the first 200. I looked for a job. I couldn't find them. And when I came out of prison, I had like $500. I looked for a job. Miss Loretta looked for a job. And then I say, fuck it. Got in my goddamn car, went to see Big John. Went to Fort Myers. I did. I went to Fort Myers and picked up me a big package. I say, we got to live. And then that was my girlfriend. She got into the game too. I didn't want her to get in the game. I say, no, I don't want you to do this. I say, you don't have to do this. She told me, no, I want to do it. I say, girl, your mama done gave you everything. She buy you new cars. Why you want to do something that you don't have to do? I want extra money. I need this and I need that. And I tried to talk her out of, and she was a monster with it. I mean, I said, oh my God, she don't got a taste of this drug life. She was truly a monster. And I couldn't slow her down. Because after I introduced her to the people and stuff, she started going on trips down there by her damn self. Because that money she was loving that money. She was loving that money. And somebody sent me to Big John while I was locked up with her. She said, when you get out, you want to make you some money. She said, here, give Big John this. Go down to the Fort Myers, go on Anderson Street to the rooming house. If you familiar with Fort Myers, y'all know Anderson Road, to the rooming house. That's where Big John be. And that's where you get quality. You buy the package where you can put them out there, you know, to make you some money and stuff. So I knew what I was doing, but like I tried. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was out of prison. I got out of prison in March, and by the end of March, I was like rolling. Cause I knew I didn't never get caught for selling drugs. I never got caught for selling drugs in my life, and that's the truth. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. When I got out in March, I was trying to find a damn job. It wasn't like I wasn't trying to find a job, but like I say, that was on my record. When they want to hire me, they pull it up. They see I had caught a drug charge. Nobody wanted to hire me. I had to live. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. So I went and did what I do best. I started back hustling right again. But one thing I can say about Hillsborough County, Msqueenloretta never had a problem over there in Hillsborough County. And that's what made me and my kids live a good life over there in Tampa. We had a good life. We did. That's why I met so many people. That's why I met a lot of big dope boys and stuff like that over there. Because I was, I was I was with those people. I was hanging with the dope boys. I was hanging with the Oyays. Because I don't call the Oyays dope boys. I call the America boys dope boys. And it ain't something that I'm proud of, but it's something that I had to survive. I had to survive. You trying, you need a car. Your car, my brother got mad and took the car back because I had a brand new car. And he co-signed for me before I went to prison. I had a brand new car, I had a Chevy. I gave my sister the Chevy. And I had a brand new car, and he said, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep your car till you come home. I wasn't gone that long. When I come back, he don't trade my fucking car in and brought him a fucking truck. And I was mad as hell. Ooh, I was mad. Because I had to start back up. I was riding around in a little raggedy car. I mean, ticking and talking. You driving in the damn car, be talking to you. Doop, 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 doop. Y'all know those kinds right there. You driving in the damn car talking to you. Doop, doop, yeah. Smoke coming from all behind it. You ain't need them with some lights and you felt like you was in a damn disco. Nowadays, jobs are felony friendly. Exactly, Queen of Cups. And they should have made it like that in the 90s. But they didn't. And that's why a lot of people end up going back to prison. That's why a lot of people end up coming right out selling dope. Because they couldn't find no damn job. So they woke up. They had to say, hey, I don't know what president did that, but I don't know which one it was. Y'all got to start letting some of these felonies work at these places. And they'll be the best workers. The drug dealers be the best workers on your job. Because one thing about a drug person, they know how to hustle and they know how to make money. So if you hire them in your company going to do very well. Yeah, they are. You are how to do what you must. Yeah, I had to do what I had to do. I had 2 kids I had to raise. And I wasn't going to let my kids be raised up in poverty. I'm just sorry. I wasn't doing that. Yes, you can get your record expunged now. Yeah, it's been over 40-some years. I hope so. Where real women and mothers going to do what they're going to do. Yeah, and like I say, auntie ain't make no good prostitute now. I can't be a prostitute. I can tell you that right now. Never could, never will. Loving my grandson, how you doing, sugar? I just rather slang me a little stuff, but I ain't finna prostitute. Some women get out there and they prostitute. That's different. We different people. He should say, well, my brother just got out a few years, just got and let out and no ride, no money, and so tempting to go back to the old ways. Yes, Keisha, it is. It's very tempting. It was very tempting for me because I was not, and I knew where I can go pick up packages for, and I knew how to, I knew I could sell them, get rid of them, just like that, because everything I used to bring to Hillsborough County, that shit used to be gone in one day. Couldn't keep enough shit there. Woo, because the legits and stuff, I used to have them go around to the back. Don't come. I said, when you come to my house, don't come to the front door. I get them their little package. They go out there and cut that shit up and slang all day. Woo, we have the same story almost. Wow, it cost me my life almost. It took the people that I was with God and his friend on us. All right, K4, you know, but it is. This is my life, you know, like I say. I wasn't finna let my kids be brought up in poverty. My kids, they never knew what I was doing. They never knew. They never knew till they got fucking grown. That's all they knew. They had everything. That's all they knew. We ate out about every week, every day. That's all I remember. And then on Fridays, we got a chance to pick what we want to eat. I said, oh, Auntie, wait, that car was singing and talking to you. I said, oh, hell no. I got to get me in some shit. Ooh, that old raggedy car. The goddamn talk. You gotta stop sign this. Boom, boom. You don't see no type of cars. Ooh, go get you a damn beat. I'm telling you, give you a goddamn beat. Doop, 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 doop. Girl, smoke come from the fucker. Only thing you need was some disco lights and you had a party. Ooh, Miss Loretta riding around with the party car. Ooh, you had a great sinful life. Well, it was sinful, but that's all right. God forgave me, and I moved the hell on. Now I can sit my ass up here and tell my goddamn story, because that's what happened. You know, I mean, I had to hustle. I ain't had no choice. You know, like I say, back then in the 90s, they wouldn't hurt my black ass. Ooh, you got that? Oh, no. Ooh, child. It was like, ooh, it was, man, that wasn't a good feeling at all. You want to work. You want to try to get it right, but I had to get it right like I got it right. You best believe that. And I got smart with it, too. Because I stopped fooling with the jits. And I said, I'm going to narrow this thing down. Because I ain't trying to get busted. I ain't trying to go to jail. And that's what I told the jits. I had to let them go. You gonna leave it alone? But just tell me your people. I said, no, they don't want to deal with jits. They don't want no jits. They don't want to deal with jits. I'm sorry. And I met these 5 good people that I had in my life for about 20 years. Yeah. When I left Tampa, they cried. And then when I see them today, they say, when you left, I left it alone. I say, that's what I'm glad I did leave, because I wanted y'all to get off of it, because like I say, if I would have still, they probably would have still been on that shit. Because they was getting a lot for their money, because they was dealing with Miss Loretta. They weren't getting on street quantity, they was getting big quantity. Yep. And I left them. I left them in Tampa, and that's why I had to get away from it. And when I moved to Clearwater, I got away from it. I almost spit out my car. Yeah, good morning. And I was blessed to have them for 20 years and never got caught. They helped me raise my damn children. I'm going to always be there for them. And you know, they was my God, and my kids ain't never know nothing. That was their God daddy. That was their auntie. And they loved the hell out of my children. No more. That's what I'm saying. People don't understand. All addicts is not the same. They not the same. Just like I was telling y'all, all people who do drugs is not bad people. Those are some of the good people you want to meet in your life. They just got an addiction, and they'll get over it. You know what I'm saying? But I have met some of the best people in my life that was on drugs, and that's the truth. And I have met some bitches wasn't on shit, and they just a nasty hoe. You know, that's the way it go. Yeah, old disco color, right. And then it broke down on me, and I had to leave it on the side of the road. And by the time I went there the next day to go get the fucker, somebody had done broke into it and stole the damn battery out of it. I say, what? I left that fucker right there. Woo! That was the green machine stayed right there till they came and got that fuck off the road. I said, I can't go through this. K4 say, no, all they taught me was everything I know. I left that raggedy fucker right there on the side of the road, and honey, they stole the battery, and I had to go get me a nice car. I couldn't do that no more. I said, I can't, man, my children can't be riding around up in no mess like this. And I have to travel, and I have to make trips all out of town and stuff like that. First I did, then I got with somebody local. I'm glad you came over there, Auntie. I'm glad I came over there too, because you know something, I think about my life. I say, Lord, I could have got robbed. Like one of my friends, she got robbed. She was trying to sell weed, and she got fucking robbed. And see, I didn't, you know, no danger happened to me and my kids all those times when I was over there hustling. Nothing like that happened to us, you know. And I thank God. Because Tampa don't play. Woo! But they loved me. No, they was robbing other people. They used to try to come and tell me about that shit. I said, I don't want to hear that shit. Auntie, I got a big one. I don't want to hear it. Loretta, I got a big one. I said, I don't want to hear that. They was robbing the shit out of people. They was. They was snatching purses. That's why they had those boys, the angels, the blue angels. What had to come to Tampa? Was it the purple angels or some kind of angels? Because Cross Fletcher drugs had got that bad. Fletcher had got real bad. Ooh, the drugs. I said, I got to get the fuck from over here. And that's why Miss Carolyn had moved. Because Miss Carolyn was making money. Boss mama said, I don't knock nobody hustle, but I'm trying to understand how you, with a past such, can sit up on your platform and dog Peach. Bitch, I ain't never dog Peach. Ain't that why you brought your regular ass over here, bitch? Peach sold drugs too. Did you know that hoe? Her and Wood. Get your ass on, bitch. Now, you can sit your ass back there and enjoy this show while you in my fucking business. This is my life. Ain't nobody dogged her damn goddamn time. Have a little fun with I sure do. But I ain't never dogged her. I gave her more advice than I did any goddamn thing. They see this was wrong with these bitches. They worry about other people's goddamn life. You know, you sit, you try to do right, and here come another raggedy motherfucker. Ooh, Lord, now if I want a dog, I would have had a picture up there. I'm talking about me. Don't you see my fucking picture? It don't matter what Miss Loretta talk about in this motherfucker app. You bitches always want to bring up a goddamn Peach. Peach ain't worried about Miss Loretta. Peach ain't studying my ass not one time but try to take my goddamn advice. A pass is a pass. And one thing about it, I ain't ashamed of my fucking past. I did what I had to do. If I had to do it all over again, would I do it? I probably will. Because like I say, if you can't find no job, and I'm not going to raise my kids in poverty. Just like she hustled y'all bitches at those classes. Because she ain't trying to raise hers in poverty neither. Neither. It almost like she's selling drugs. Child, y'all be worried about the wrong goddamn thing. The wrong damn thing over here. Now go find you a life. You act like Peach gonna give you a reward. She gonna give you a reward. She gonna say, bitch, get out my face. That's what she gonna say. She gonna say, get who you is, boss mama. Bitch, go somewhere. Don't try to tell me shit about no Loretta Brown. Get the fuck out of my face, bitch. Ooh, get back in the damn freezer. That like that, just like Peach be passing out Cheerios to these bitches. Peach don't give a fuck about you, motherfucker. You better buy those damn classes and shut your damn mouth. Go buy those worthless classes and shut your goddamn mouth. Boss mom, you finna get your kick in. Yeah, y'all gonna coming up here with that bullshit. Nobody got time for you or Peach. Boss mom, see how you should came in and set your ass and enjoy the goddamn show. Ooh, my goodness, my gracious. Oh, stick that finger out. Girl, I don't give a fuck about sticking it up your mammy, hoe. Excuse me, y'all. Stick that bitch up your mammy. Woo, could y'all get auntie some more lights? I'm sitting out here vibing with my auntie baby boogie woogies. Here come a raggedy hoe. Want to slide her ass all over this floor. Woo, boy, these people, they sick. These are sick bitches. The way how you act, you think I believe Peach must have ate your coochie. Woo! That's how someone be right here acting like she eating their damn coochie or something. Oh, girl, this a motherfucking app, you dumb bitch. We gonna say shit, talk shit to entertain you bitches. If you don't get it, bitch, you just don't get it. I'm telling you, that's what she did to y'all. Cause the way that's how some of y'all act, that girl know this a fucking app. She know Miss Loretta over here just doing her goddamn job. She ain't studying my ass. She Peach like to laugh. She probably laugh more than she be worried about me. She probably be talking about, well, look at this crazy ass woman. Would she be calling you nephew? Would is my nephew? Check the trash, bitch. Hey, Texas, how you doing? Woo, baby, these bitches go to sleep with Peach, they wake up with Peach. Elma, good morning, Miss Loretta. You got me laughing this morning. You tell it like it is. Have a good day. All right, you too, sugar. Worry about Miss goddamn Loretta, because I'm good over here, huh? Down your live. My stories ain't got shit to do with Peach McIntyre. Not a goddamn thing. I'm trying to save her ass. Everybody in Tampa sold goddamn joy. From the little one to the big ones. The white angels. I don't know what they had called those people in Tampa. The purple people. But the damn dope boys were beating their ass. The guardian angels. Yeah, the guardian angels had to come cross-fletcher because drugs had got so bad over there. And Miss Calvin say, I'm moving on. She say, Loretta don't got so bad over here. And I told y'all Miss Carolyn had the most beautiful apartment I ever seen, honey. That's who, when I went in her apartment and seen how Miss Carolyn was living, I said, God damn, I need to I need to start doing I always fix my house up. But the way how she had her house, I say, damn, my mouth flew open. That woman's house was so gorgeous inside. I mean, that drug money gave her a beautiful life. And it gave me a decent life. I think we had them in Chicago. They was everywhere, the guardian angels, and they was getting their ass whooped. Ooh, G-Man, back there at Cross-Fletcher. I know if you from Tampa, Florida, back there in the 90s, you damn sure know G-Man. G-Man, his ass always went to prison. Always. I think we, Mina say, finna get a T. Smith say, I finally at work been laughing while I was driving until you went from that third party car to the luxury bus. You know funny as hell. Hell yeah, girl. That damn car. I mean, it was talking to me. How the fuck? I used to talk to it too. I say, please don't, girl. Don't you break down. Don't you break down. One day she broke down and smoke came everywhere. Girl, I smoked up the whole city. Woo, I'm telling you, they would sell you some raggedy cars in Tampa too. You have to be careful. But I don't know where that car came from. I think my sister gave it to me. Tell me, yeah, this thing you could ride around in until you could do better. Because they didn't know what the hell I was up to, huh? And they probably say, ooh, Loretta back doing stuff. Loretta back doing stuff. I say, no, I ain't. Ooh, I had to do it, y'all. I had to do it. I said, Y'all ain't finna be raised up. I say that my kids ain't never, they had a good life. And they'll share it with you today. They say, we ain't know what mama was doing. We just knew we had everything. I mean, we ate in restaurants all the time. That's probably why their asses like to go to restaurants right now. Both of them. They sure do. It ain't nothing for my babies to want to go to restaurants and stuff. And I got that in the family. And the grandbabies, they the same way. So you know what I did? The life that I live, I thank God that he spared my life. Because I realized a lot of things could have happened to me. You know, and that's why my mama didn't want me to move to Tampa. I said, well, Mama, I can't stay here because, you know, Pasco County was they were trying to send me to Fayette prison. You know, and I had to go somewhere. And one thing about Tampa, you know, people don't talk like that in Tampa. You know, everybody be hustling. You even your next door neighbor be hustling. You know what I'm saying? Everybody over there get money. Back there in the 90s, everybody was getting paper. And that's no lie, even everybody. If you didn't get that paper, maybe because you just didn't want to, but I had to do what I had to do. You know, I wasn't finna, my daddy understood. I used to talk to my daddy. My daddy told me, sugar, I understand. Because, you know, back there in the day, I sold a little shine. My daddy used to tell me the story how they used to have to steal the shine and take the shine and bootleg the shine. Yeah, your daddy hustled a lot of shine back there in Georgia. That's why I had to leave Georgia. I say, what? He told me, yeah, those people was on me. I had to get the hell away from Georgia. I say, oh, that's why you came to Florida. Yeah, I'm running from the people. And you know, it's so funny, him and my mama both from Georgia, but they met each other in Florida, down south. Both of them was down south. Both of them. I said, it's kind of strange, y'all from Georgia, but how y'all end up down here? Oh, Georgia wasn't it back there in the day. You know, the only place was popping in Georgia was like Atlanta, Georgia. And that was in the big city. And that's what still popping today is Atlanta, Georgia. But like I say, Miss Loretta ain't got no regrets of her life. Whatever I did, I did. And whoever I speak on, I can speak on, because this is a goddamn app. And these are dumb bitches, they don't understand. They be all in their feelings about a person they ain't gonna never meet or touch. The girl do shit for us to talk about it. She's smart. She know how to get her ass out there in the Emirates and make some of this goddamn money. You know what I'm saying? It's just like hustling. And the app is the form of hustling. If you don't know how to get your ass out here and hustle this goddamn app, you ain't gonna profit nothing. And it's back like the same thing as selling drugs. But see, when you got stories to tell, a lot of people never lived the kind of life I live. A lot of people ain't have to do what Miss Loretta did. So that's why they be so fascinated by my stories. You know, a woman who done been to prison for drugs, came back out of prison, raised her kids, and then end up raising a grandson, and then become a damn YouTuber. That's what I did in my life at 65. And thanks God that I can sit up here today with my legs crossed and tell my damn story. Amazing journey for me. I think it is. You might not think my journey is amazing because I got so many stories that I can keep telling about my life. And I'm glad y'all didn't have to live a life like me. And I'm glad I'm around people that didn't have to survive like Miss Loretta. I'm truly thankful to have y'all in my life, that y'all didn't have to live a life like me. And you know, I wouldn't want nobody to live that life, because I could have lost my life. Could have lost my life. But like I say, I had a praying mother. And Tampa don't play. Tampa is a dangerous city. They known for people to kick in doors and rob people all the time over there. But nothing like that happened to me. Nothing. Nothing like that never did happen to Miss Loretta. You know, like I said, when I cut it down, I had to make up my mind. I didn't want to deal with those jits. I didn't want to, you know, go get packages and stuff for them no more. And I cut it down to 5 people. They helped me raise my kids. And that was their auntie, that was their goddaddy, And to this day, that's still their auntie, that's still their goddaddy. Still their goddaddy. Because these people had good jobs. And they did drugs. But they was good fucking people. Everybody who do drugs is not bad people. People work. They what you call a functioning narcotics, functioning drug addict, whatever they was. They kept their jobs. They kept their families. They was giving me. One year, they goddaddy bought them bicycles. They would bring, you know, all kind of stuff. Christmas time came, those people used to come with so much stuff for my kids, the people who was on drugs. They would bring me presents, bring my children presents. Those people loved me because I had been with them so long, till they developed a friendship and a love for me. And they was addicts. And when I looked at them, I didn't see addicts. I seen friends. Because they was my friends. They was my friends. They really was because they hung with me. If nobody didn't have nothing, they wouldn't go get nothing for nobody else because they trusted me. They didn't want to be on the street. They didn't want to take a risk of losing their jobs. But like I said, when I left, they got off of it. They told me, said that was a sign. You know, that was the end of it. And we still friends to this day. Yeah, the people who helped me raise my kids, we still friends. And they proud of me. They proud of me. They proud of me becoming a YouTuber, changed my life around. Because they part of it. They part of it, you know. Shout out to Hillsborough County. But you know, I thank God that he sent those good people in my life. Because like I say, I had a girlfriend, she got robbed over there in the same apartments that I had lived in. And she ended up getting shot and everything. And she was just trying to sell weed. See, but I wasn't the friendly type. I'm not the friendly type. You know what I'm saying? I don't hang with people. You know, the people that I hang with, I'm very picky. I'm a very picky person when it comes to my relationships with people. That who I want to get close to. I'm very picky. So, you know, she's the type that she like people, you know, hey, let's smoke this blunt together. But you just can't trust people, you know, you can't trust everybody. See, Miss Loretta not like that, you know. I'm very distant and, you know, no more than my clientele. But yes, a lot of things could have happened to me and my kids. But thanks God it didn't. And that's how I met my ex-husband too, because he was hustling too. Yeah, we was hustling, and that's how he spotted me, because one of his peoples, he tried to take one of my clientels. Yeah, that's how I met his little raglan. Woo, yeah, honey, he tried to take one of my damn clientele. And I told my clientele, I said, well, if you fool with him, because that boy be all out there on the corner everywhere. I said, I don't want you to come back to my house. Tell me what, Loretta? I said, I don't want the same, anybody who deal with that dude round the corner down there, I don't want y'all here. That boy all out there stopping cars and shit. He don't even know how to hustle. No, honey, he was wide open. I think his ass called a case too. I said, how the hell you call a case in Tampa? I said, because Tampa is a place that you don't have to catch no case. You know the right people. But that's what they get. They get out there and they be greedy. They want to get on the streets and stuff like that. But those jits, they was robbing people. And Miss Loretta, and you know, and I knew they was robbing people. They used to try to come and tell me. And I used to say, baby, I don't want to hear that. Don't tell me what you don't did. Let me show you what you, go on, get away from me. And I told them, stop coming to my house. Don't stop coming to my, get from in front of my yard. They had got real bad. And that's why I left Fletcher too. I got the fuck away from there too. Yeah, because it had got so, it's bad right there now. And this 2000, man, when I go across Fletcher, it looked like I ain't never lived there. Because the apartments right there on 27 called Oak Forest, oh boy, about 30 years ago, those were the most pretty ass apartments in Tampa. That's the first apartment that I lived in when I went to move to Tampa. Those damn apartments, man, they need to tear those fuckers down. I'm telling you. When you even had to have good credit to move in them. 30 years ago, you had to have good credit. They were just small, but that was my first apartment that I moved into. And then I moved down the street to Beachwood apartment, which I was there a couple years because those were real big. They was big. They had the washer and dryer, hook up in them and everything. But yes, Fletcher don't even look the same no more. Fletcher look like, oh my God, and man, if I live across Fletcher, Miss Loretta be at 700 pounds. Because they got every restaurant it is. They got a Church's chicken, a Popeye chicken, a Salem's, a McDonald's, man. Boy, there's some fat people around there. They got the vegetable. That's why I went over there across Fletcher to that good vegetarian restaurant. That vegetarian, I told y'all, those veggies taste like steak. That restaurant over there right off of Fletcher. They got the crab shop. Fletcher got it going on. I mean, it just amazed me. And all of them making money. All of them making money, y'all. All of them. But things have truly changed. Truly changed. But you know, but I have to let people know, I wasn't no lazy person. I ain't want to just sell no damn drugs because I lost my career behind selling drugs. And like I'm glad now the world have changed. You know, when people come home with felonies, they can get jobs. They don't have to return back to that life. Because like the dudes say, if by time you can make more at McDonald's when you're out there trying to hustle now, that is true. Because if you don't have no clientele in that game, you can't make no money. You can't make no money. And that's the way a lot of them, you make your money with your clientele. But when you out there on the streets, you taking a risk with your own life. You taking a risk with your freedom. And I know God let me sell drugs for about 20 years. At least over about 16, 15 years, raise my kids. And that's all I wanted to do. I just didn't want them to be in poverty. I wanted them to have a good life. And what I did, I was very respectful with it. You would have knew that I was doing the damn thing because I was just that respectful. I was just that respectful. Sure did. People didn't come in and out of my house. You know, we were friends. They sat around and we talked, we laughed, we grinned. We have a drink or something like that. And one of my friends, her son is grown now, but I helped her raise her baby, and she's a white girl. And her son growed up calling me auntie because I knew the little fella ever since she was pregnant with him. And I just tell her, I say, don't be doing nothing with my baby. I say, after you have the baby, then you can call Loretta. And when he got to be a big boy, he say, the kids at school don't believe I got a black auntie. Auntie Loretta. Ain't you my auntie? I said, hell yeah. Hell yeah, I'm your damn auntie. He didn't know. He didn't know. Because I've been with his mama ever since he been little. I mean, even in her stomach. And he's a grown man now, thanks God. He's a grown man. He's doing good. He ain't never know what me and mama was doing because she don't do it no more. She one of my white friends. We were friends for many, many, many years. Many years. And that girl, she had a little money. And she used to help Auntie out too all the time. Yes, Lord. And a couple times she even bummed my ass out of jail. Not for drugs, for whooping ass. Ooh, I know y'all probably gonna say for drugs. No, it was for whooping ass. Auntie would fight in a damn minute. You know I had them cut me somebody. Woo, she's talking about, I'm gonna go, my sister say, who is this white girl? Talking about she gonna get you out of jail. I said, she is gonna get me out. Get me out. Well, I'm sure I'm gonna save my money. I said, you wanna save your money because she got me. Yeah, she got me. That when I first had moved to Clearwater, my ass went to jail because I had called the police on my ex-husband. And we was divorced then. I don't know why we thought we could do this shit over again. And they ended up taking my black ass to jail for all one for Hillsborough County. An old one. I said, but well, we hate to do this, Miss Brown. I say, no, no, no. That's why Miss Loretta don't call the police on nobody, no damn more. I say that stopped me for good. I ain't calling the police on nobody no damn more. I don't care. I mean, as long as you ain't hit me, bye. I won't even call the police. You tell me to call the police on your man. I don't call the police on nobody, man. Take my phone. Call. If you want the police to come, you call them yourself. Because you ain't going to sit up and get mad at me talking about if I shouldn't have called the police on your man. No, you call him. You want him in jail, you call the police on his ass. Y'all get out to some few more lights, honey, child. Because I'm telling you, these people all, I mean, but like I say, my life is my life. And like I say, I'm going to write a book because I got a good ass book to write. It's a lot of shit I be leaving out. I don't tell y'all everything. I know how much to tell y'all because, child, the kind of stuff that Miss Loretta done been through, this woman done went through some stuff. I'm telling you. But the thing is, I don't wear it on my face and I don't wear it in my heart. I moved the hell on. I did what I did. I was a party animal, you know, having a good time. Hillsborough County. That's why Miss Loretta had to get away from Hillsborough County. Because I tell the young people, they say, I get bored. I say, move to Tampa. And they do too. I got my godchildren and stuff over there in Tampa. They move to Tampa and they love the hell out of it. I say, move to Tampa. Because one thing about Tampa, we party 7 days a week. We knew where every strip club was because me and my girlfriends, we used to like to go see the men strip. Hey, Tiger. I know Tiger old as hell now. But I bet you he's still fine. I bet you Tiger still look good, honey. Tiger loved him some big, thick women. All the fat girls were crazy about Tiger. You know, we used to go to Sandals on Fletcher, yeah, that's where Tiger would be. We used to go to St. Louis on 40th Street. Tiger be there. Wherever Tiger was, we was there, honey. Tiger be at Atlanta City. Tampa, Florida got so many clubs. I'm telling y'all, if you're young and you're ambitious and you just want to party and have a good time, just move to Hillsborough County. But now, do I want to live there again? No. If I move to Tampa, it's going to be out. It's going to be like Bradenton. It's going to be like New Tampa. But up in Tampa, no. And I'm right here. You know where I really like to go? I really would like to go to Spring Hill. You know, I mean, that city life, because everywhere you go now, they don't build up. See, it ain't like that back there in the 90s and stuff, you know, when you went to Spring Hill, wasn't nothing there. When you went to Hudson, wasn't nothing there. Everything is there now, but Tampa's just a little too fast for me right now. You know, I love Tampa. I love to go shopping there. But do I ever want to live back there? No, I don't. I don't want to live back there. And I'm not planning on moving back to Tampa because to me, I feel like I still live in Tampa. Because I'm right here. This is called the Bay Area. All of this is the Bay Area. So I kind of want to say probably would consider living out from Tampa. I'm not that far from Tampa. But I did live the good life there. You know, I did. I had a beautiful house. They used to brag on my house because after I see Miss Carolyn house, when I see Pete the Meat Mama house, I said, oh, hell, she done gave me some ideals. And one thing about the women's in Tampa, they fix up their damn houses now. The girls in the project, when you walk inside those projects, like you walking in a damn town home. Honey, they'll tell you quick. Y'all live in the projects. I live in a town home. Those women, from the bedrooms to the living room, their house be laid. You hear me? That shit may look tacky on the outside, but when you walk up in some of those girl houses, the young girls in the, man, you amazing. Someone could be interior decorators and stuff like that. You know, they like me. They like to decorate their shit. That's why I be telling people. I say the people that I know who lived in the projects, man, when you walk in their house, your mouth fly open. Then I know some who live there and didn't clean up shit. It's up to the goddamn person. It's up to the person. Because one thing about Miss Loretta, I can take the ragless goddamn piece of house and I can make that fucker look like a mansion. I got that gift. It could be ragged, but when Auntie get her hands on that fucker, it's gonna feel like you walked up in paradise by the time I get through decorating, because that's one thing I can. I am a decorator. That's my hobby. I love to fix up a house. I love to fix up a house. I'm always changing something. I like to be around beautiful stuff. I like to be around beautiful surroundings. And it don't cost a lot of money to fix your house up. You just got to know how to do ideas. You just got to play with it. You know, make it comfortable. And I like a full house. I guess y'all can tell. Because every time you look at my house, you see everything on the wall. I mean, all my walls are covered because I'm just that girl. I just like to have, I like to be surrounded by nice things. Even my bathroom. You go in my bathroom, you sit on the toilet, you're going to feel like you in heaven. Because I got all kind of fancy shit in my bathroom. I got little shelves on the wall with flowers hanging off. Because I'm just that girl. That's just me. I've been like that all my life. You see me right here on this picture. I think that's like my first house or something. That's when the fans was out. Y'all remember back then in the day when the beautiful fans, everybody had all the fans on their walls and stuff like that? Yeah, that's when the fans was off. Yeah, and y'all see beautiful hair. I think that's the leisure curl. I believe that was the leisure curl in my hair on that picture right there. Y'all can see Miss Loretta got on her fashion fair. That is the makeup that Miss Loretta wore for about 30 years. I told y'all I wouldn't even walk out my door without my fashion fair. Now I don't wear a drop of makeup. I just do lashes and lipsticks. That's all I do. But y'all can see on this picture I got on eyeshadow, everything, girl. Nothing but fashion fair for me, honey. That's the way it was. But anyway, I'm going to get my butt off of here. I just came out here. Just stay about just about the right time. I said I was going to stay because Auntie dropped 2 videos last night. I was underneath that tree, y'all. So I'm leaving early today. Yeah, I was underneath the tree. Had too many cocktails. Playing around underneath that tree today, girl. Had too many last night. I was underneath the tree, honey. Had a good time underneath the tree. That tree had me, I didn't want to get up this morning, but I told y'all I was coming. I was coming. But anyway, I'm going to get on out of here, y'all, and let y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Thursday, and I'll finish some more stories. When you see my picture up, then you know I'm getting ready to talk about me. But we're going to talk about something else tomorrow. Because I'm tired of these bees. Worry about who the hell I'm talking about. This is an app, and people got to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? This is an app. People do stuff. You know, people do stuff to help their channel grow. They entertain their peoples who want to hear what they want to hear. And it always be some little raggedy little shit. Little shit, no matter what you talking about, I always want to be in your deep business. And that's a goddamn shame. Because they act like this damn girl gave each one of them a golden ticket. Where the golden ticket she gave you, stupid fucker? You worry about what people say about somebody on the goddamn app. Girl, this all for entertaining purpose. Only for entertaining purpose. If you can't really get with this app, maybe something wrong with you. Maybe you shouldn't be on here. I mean, because somebody said something about you, you're going to go and try to hurt them? This is an app, darling. Let's understand this app before you participate in it. Thank you, Linda, for enjoying the stories. Yeah, I'll be bringing y'all some more stories from time to time, here to here. You know. But, you know, when I tell stories about my real life, that's my real life. And I didn't realize until I got older and I went to think about it. I said, damn, Loretta, you really lived a life. And you survived it. Yes, I survived Harrisburg County. And I survived Clearwater. because that's why I lost my brother. My brother got murdered in Clearwater. And that's what pisses me off the most, that he lost his life in fucking Clearwater. And I said, my brother done been to the biggest cities all over the world. And you meant to tell me he come to a little small ass place and lose his life. And that's the same thing I used to tell my mama. She didn't want me to move to Tampa. She said, Loretta, you shouldn't move to Tampa. I said, Mama, if they gonna get me, they gonna get me. No matter where I'm at, Mama. She said, I guess you right. But she didn't want me to go. She said, it's too dangerous. Then after I got there, she was happy I was there. Because her and Daddy had somewhere to go. They told me, we got to get out of old Dead Days City. Dead Days City. That's what it is. Still is today. I still don't like Days City. That's another story. I mean, I went through a lot there. First time I discovered prejudice. Yeah. In Days City, Florida. Yeah, it was some good there. Y'all enjoy your day.
Come on over. 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 Come on over to your auntie.
Hey, Ashley. How you be, girl?
I say, come on in here. Bring some happiness. Bring some laughter. Bring some wind. Most of all, just bring your friends. I say, come on over.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on over to your auntie house. I say, come on over to your auntie house. I say, come on in here.
Yeah, yeah.
I say, get on in here.
It's okay.
We gon' ride around on this.
Yeah, I'm leaving a little early today because I was out. I was up. I did a couple videos last night.
I said, come on in here. Come on in here.
Yeah, I did 2 videos last night. I'm leaving early. I'm leaving a little early today.
Come on over to your auntie house. Come on.
Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I might come back a little later on. I don't know. Yeah, Auntie's leaving a little early today.
Everybody just come on in. Just come on over. Come on over to your auntie house. I say, come on over. Come on over.
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to my last night video. Yeah, I dropped 2 videos last night. And this morning. That's why I'm leaving a little early. And I dropped some little short too.
Come on over. How y'all doing? How y'all be?
All right, y'all.